I know you're not talking about gear, but I would really like to know, what is your favorite live streaming? My favorite device, and some of you know, in live streaming is the Sling Studio, but I don't know what's going on with that company. Right now, I am using Ecamm Live, which is running through one of my computers. I love it. Using it with my Stream Deck here. I don't think I can hold this up, but all these graphics that I got, usually on here. Boom, there you go. So that is my current setup. I'm running that through a Cam Link 4K, which is HDMI. I'm only running one feed right now because I'm not doing different camera angles. So it allowed me to do everything I need to do. All my graphics and everything pops up here. Which software can be best used to send proposals so that the client can sign it right away? How to make it very fast and easy for a client. So there are multiple software or services you can use. Some people use PandaDoc, some people use Proposify, some people use Honey. There's just a lot of ways and a lot of different strokes for different folks. That's something that you may want to go to the community and talk to people about because different people use different things. I personally use Proposify, that's me. But I think that's something that, depending on I like Proposify, not just because I can send proposals, but I know where my client is when it comes to looking at that proposal. I know what page they're on. I know what they're stuck on. I know what part of the contract they've been on for 10 minutes. I know how long they spent on the money tab. I know where they are and what's important to them by what they are looking at. So when I call back, that's more ammunition for me, right? I know when they looked at it. I can call them back as soon as they open it. You'll trust me. You'll have clients say, no, I haven't looked at it yet. I know you looked at it. Okay, I know you're BSing me. But those are things you will learn in the modules. Frederick asks, do you create, specific work that meets beta, or B, build a client with Fiverr clients and then go chase a beta? Okay, so I talk about this a lot too in module 1, right? Let me tell y'all why I keep talking about modules and stuff. Because there are 20 things you need to have in place before you get a beta client, right? I'm gonna tell you one thing you don't need to have in place: a website, a company name, a color scheme, because those are things that you need to run through your beta client. Let your beta client tell you what's a good company name, what's a good logo. So that's why I always refer you guys back to the module, because it's gonna piss you off because you got all that stuff together thinking you know what you got and which direction you're going, and then you get in front of 3 beta clients that are in the industry you're trying to go into, and none of them understand why you named your company whatever media. None of them get it. None of them can instantly look at it and determine that you are the person they should work with. So beta clients is important at a certain part of growing your business. Beta clients, they're going to be your best friends. So I always say, go to a beta client first to see what they even need. You should not be going to a beta client saying, I want to shoot you a commercial for your X, Y, and Z. You should be developing a relationship with a beta client so they can tell you what they have issues with. Then you provide the cinematic solution. That is how you build something that sells like crazy. I am not going to convince you need this widget. I am going to sell you something that helps with a problem you already have. That's why it's a whole lot easier to sell vacuum cleaners than it is to sell super smart air purifiers that people don't really, people got them, but they really don't understand. Do I really need an air purifier? I don't know. I do know I need a vacuum cleaner because I got stuff on my floor and I can look down and see it. So with a beta client, you'll have the ability to build a relationship and learn what are the pain points of people in their position. You create the solution, you test it with a few other people, and now you have a product, period. Attention photographers and filmmakers. You've been conditioned by your favorite YouTuber to think that blowing money on gear and a crappy portfolio site will bring you business. And that is complete BS. My name is Ty. I'm a former Army combat photographer and the owner of a small production company that has worked with these big clients in the past. I created Flashfilm Academy, an online platform designed to teach you the business side of the industry, focusing on helping you develop a consistent 6-figure business designed to help you go from your current 9-to-5 to doing what you love to do for a living with the gear you already have. We teach you everything from how to even start a business. What should I name my company? What should my colors be? To where to find a consistent flow of high-end clients that are ready to buy now. Click the link below. Let's get started. This is why it's good to be around people who are in your industry that's going through what you may go through. There's a lot of scams out, right? So one of the biggest scams is, I actually call it the family reunion scam, right? Where somebody approach you for a job and They'll go through the whole process. They'll be nice. You can probably get them on the phone if they're stupid. Usually it's going to be email. But the way the scam works is this. They will say that they can't pay one of the vendors for some reason, whatever reason that is. They'll ask to overpay you. Somebody got something? Is that my background? So that you can pay that vendor for them. Oh, you accept credit card? Cool. Or, hey, you accept check? Cool. Listen, the location is $1,000. For what you're saying is $2,000. I'm going to send you a $3,500 check. You cash it and just send them $1,000. Usually it's more than that. Usually it's more than what they're paying you. But so I'm going to pay you for your services. Just forward the money to them because I can't get around to paying them. What happens is credit card is stolen, the check is stolen. You go pull $5,000 out of your account. You go send somebody Western Union or whatever $2,000. The bank don't know for 30 days. The bank comes after you. You owe the bank $5,000. They don't care where you sent that money. They're going to put a freeze in your account. They're going to take it. They're going to do whatever they got to do to get their money back. You are responsible for that complete $5,000. Even though the bank approved the check and said yes, they're still going to come after you. And if you mess that up, you're going to be what's called blacklisted, right? Which a lot of people aren't aware of, but it's kind of like a credit bureau for bank accounts. You will not be able to open another bank account anywhere. Banks won't touch you. Lenders won't touch you. They'll just say no. You can have an 800 credit score and be on the blacklist, and they will say no. You have to pay that bank back their money before they take you off the blacklist. So this is a really big scam. If you start to get clients asking about, so who do you accept credit cards through? What? Why do you need to know that? We accept credit cards. That's all you need to know. Who do you get checks to? You don't need to know who I'm banking with. That's not important. We accept checks, things like that. So it's important that you are aware of that scam because it happens so much. And it's everywhere, no matter where you are. Thumbtack, your website, they'll submit stuff through your form. It happens more than you know. Self-made man. So what do you think about creating an LCC? I'm assuming me LLC, and then creating DBAs under it once you find a niche related niches with their own website, of course. I think it's a backwards way of doing it. You're creating more problems for yourself, just creating more paperwork. It's cool to have a DBA or two, but I don't want to go into it that way. I'd rather do the work first, let my audience tell me what they want, and then create around that. That is the cheapest way to do it. You don't want to have 6 different logos, 6 different websites. It's just a lot to maintain. It's a lot. You're making things harder for yourself. You're putting the cart in front of the horse. You can make things easier for yourself by understanding who your audience is, what they want, and then building that brand. That's the way I would say do it. Now, I'm not knocking that because when I got into the game and didn't fully understand that, I kind of put the cart before the horse. Like a lot of you guys thinking I know what people want. And then I had to humble myself and listen to people. And that's really how I got into beta clients because I was like, the dentist that I'm working with is an Indian gentleman who's 65 years old. We don't have nothing in common in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't guess what he wants. I just know that he's a dentist and I assume that all dentists want X, Y, and Z. But when I got to know him, I was completely wrong. It took me to develop a relationship with people who are different than me to understand what they value. I can't show somebody value if I don't know what you value. Does your course offer things for film production companies or just video production companies? Okay, that's a great question. Both companies have to market. Both companies have to offer a lot to a client. Both companies have to have a niche. So yes, there are things for both film production, any type of video production, photography, any type of creative services. I'll say that. If you do podcasts and things like that, it'll definitely be there as well. Hey, keep in mind that the video you just watched contains clips from a longer lecture that's available to our gold members at flashfilmacademy.com. You can go to flashfilmacademy.com to watch the complete lectures if you want to get all the gems and all the information, or you can stay on the channel and continue watching some of our content here. Just click one of those boxes somewhere around here. You know where to go. Right up in here, somewhere. Wherever it pops up, you know what to do. You got this.